Hello and welcome to this video detailing the upgrade process for Sage 200 Professional powered by Sage Partner Cloud. Keeping Sage 200 up to date is important, not just in terms of staying legislatively compliant and ensuring support for the latest operating systems, but also to take advantage of the many new features that make managing your company finances easier and more efficient. It is important to make a note of the database names before upgrading a site. To find the database names of the configuration and company databases, log into the remote session desktop and open Sage 200 System Administration. Right-click on Sage 200 SA from the left-hand pane and click Properties. The database name of the Sage 200 configuration database can be found here. The database names of the companies can be found on the Companies tab and also found on the Properties screen. Make a note of the database names for future reference. To back up a set of data, log into the Sage Provisioning portal and navigate to the customer's site page. Click the Infrastructure tab and scroll down to the Databases pane. With the recent changes made to the Sage Provisioning portal, it's easy to see both the name of the databases and the friendly name, which will be more familiar to the users of Sage 200. The next step is to back up the individual databases. Click the backup icon beside each database that's required. This process can take a while, so it's best to plan this in. You can monitor the progress of the backup by clicking Monitoring and Processes. Once the backup is completed, you need to download the files so the customer has a local copy of their data should they need it in future. To download the file, click the three dots in the Actions column for each database and click Backups. In here, you'll find the on-demand backup that you created. Click the three dots and click Download. Provide a reason and click Download. Make sure to save the files in a location you can access later. In the remote session desktop, open Sage 200 System Administration so we can locate the attachments and Spooler folders, as we'll need a copy of these once we've set up the new site. Each company may have its own attachments folder. To check this, right-click on each company and select Properties on the list that appears. Here you'll find the Attachments field that will give you the location of the folder. It's important to note that any attachment links found here are specific to the user that created them, so will need to be copied as required. Either copy these folders to your own PC or use something like OneDrive or SharePoint to upload them for the user later. Now that we have our data, we can create the upgrade site ready for testing. Start by clicking Add Site within the Site section of the customer dashboard. Click Next and fill in the details as you see on screen using your own site name and Azure subscription. Make sure to select the up-to-date product version and the Sage 200 Professional SPC Test Upgrade license in the relevant fields. Select the modules that you want to use and the number of app and web users that are required. Select the option to use the platform suggested size. Select the user that you wish to be the site's default administrator and add any additional users that you would like to have access. You can add users later in the usual way if required. To creating the new site, we can import the databases from the old site to the new site. Open the Site Details page for the new site in the Sage Provisioning portal. Click Operations and Import Databases. Choose the old customer site. Select the databases you would like to import by either ticking Import all databases or selecting databases from the drop-down. Include the configuration database and any companies which need to be imported to the new site. Click Import Databases to proceed. The import process can be monitored on the Processes page. Refresh the page periodically to check on progress. Once the import is complete, log into the remote desktop session for the new site and open Sage 200 System Administration. Accept the message advising there is no configuration database found. Click the new Reconnect button. Select the Sage 200 configuration database and click Reconnect. Once reconnected, click OK to accept the confirmation message and click OK on the Server Properties window. The Manage User List screen will show you the recommended changes. Accept the recommendations. Click OK when the update is complete. Input the account and serial number details for the new site and click OK. It's important that you don't use the original serial number. Next, you'll need to reconnect the companies. Any companies with a blank database name require connecting. Right-click on the company name and click Reconnect. Take care to select the database with the correct name and click Reconnect. Click OK once connected. Repeat the reconnection process for any remaining companies with blank database name details. In the session desktop for the new site, paste the attachments and Spooler folders that you saved earlier. Make sure to paste these into the same location that they existed on the original site, and remember that any attachment links will need to be copied from the original site too. At this point, you should copy across any customized reports and install any third-party add-ons that were present on the original site. Please fully test this environment before going live, making sure that you can see the attachments for each company and that the Spooler is showing the correct document history, and that you can update both by adding new attachments and sending more documents to the Spooler. Once you're happy to finalize the site, click Operations and Upgrade. If any changes have been made to the old site database during testing, you can import a fresh copy of all databases or choose any that are required. When you click Upgrade, the process will begin. The upgrade process makes the test environment the new live environment and shelves the old site, marking it for deletion at the end of the current month. Points to note: any upgrade should be subject to customer sign-off to show that they are happy with the outcome. As mentioned previously, please ensure the environment is fully tested. The upgrade process takes an average of 20 minutes to complete. If the API has been set up on the original site, this will need to be off-boarded and then onboarded to the new site. This is done by cancelling the license on the account and setting it up again through the Microsoft 365 journey. To simplify the process of copying custom reports to the new site, it may be easier if they're added as an add-on package using the SDK tool. That's it for this video. We hope it was informative and useful. For more information on what is coming up with Sage 200, please check out the roadmap for future releases. Thank you.